So the other thing was, I felt I'm really, ooh boy, my words.
Kinda dropped off all the things I love. Like I need a traffic jam to keep in touch. I can't focus on the words unless my hands are busy. I can't give up on the world or I will leave this city. And it's way too broad what I'm trying to say, but I write it down and let it go. And it's hard to know all the words I need to explain my heart in a single note.
Hello, and welcome to Way Too Broad, a show and tell program for really, really ridiculous, excitable grown-ups. I'm Hannah, and these are my co-hosts, Aaron and Ben. Hi, Aaron.
Hello, ridiculous as ordered. Hi, Ben.
Hello.
Now, this is a recording time that in all of our, 5 years of making this podcast, we have never done.
I love it.
Right after work on a Friday.
So it's it's like happy hour. It's like a Friday happy hour edition.
It is like happy hour. I should have alcohol. I almost did get a drink.
I almost did too.
What the fuck?
Can you guys hear that hail on my fucking window?
Oh, yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Actually, it's on the air conditioner.
No, I don't hear it. Oh, wait.
Sounds like crackling.
Yeah.
It's very loud.
This is a good pod.
Huh. I don't hear it that much.
If you hear crackling, listener, it's the hail.
Other things you might hear is because of the, I asked Molly if it was okay because I record in the office she works in, so I asked if 5:30 was okay, but I forgot to ask Henry, so he's still in here at work, and he might cause a scene. He's got a little squeaky toy right next to him, so I think he's thinking about it.
Well, okay, we already know that neither Aaron nor I have alcohol, but what
That's
about
fine.
Ben?
I'm hydrating for later.
Yeah, Ben, what are you drinking?
A pickle jar full of water.
Liquor.
Nice.
Oh.
Nice.
A pickle jar full of hard liquor.
As usual.
No, I just got water.
I think I'm
No
nice.
ice. No ice.
No ice for the Chewy boy.
I've got a lime spindy, non-alcoholic.
Nice.
And I've got a second one here in case I finish the first one.
Beautiful.
Because I'm a thirsty girl. What? Okay, quick check-in. What's everybody's current favorite Spindrift flavors?
I haven't had Spindy since Thanksgiving.
Wow.
Me either.
Yeah.
I don't think. But I think it's still half tea, half lemon.
Yeah. That one's so good. I don't think I think it's like that or pineapple or lemon, and it's just a matter of what
fan.
I feel like.
I'm not a huge pineapple fan either.
Oh, it's so fresh.
I like... Oh, it's so fresh. So fresh.
I do like the lemonade ones too.
Oh yeah, the strawberry
Yeah, they're all
lemonade's
nice.
good.
Mm-hmm.
Lemonade, heavy air quotes.
Yeah. Lemon's my fave, I think.
It's a good one. It's a
Lime
classic.
is a close second.
Can't go wrong with a classic.
Yeah, keep it fucking simple. That's what I
Yeah.
always say.
Kiffs. Keep it fucking stimple. Stimple.
Kiss.
Aaron, keep it fucking simple. Aaron, what are you drinking?
I've got a ice water, almost gone, and I got a black cherry seltzer. Been on my desk for about 2 hours.
Nice and warm.
So it's cool. I would say it's cool.
After 2 hours on your desk?
Yeah.
It's impressive.
Are you making sounds?
Google Meet's having trouble picking up your very high pitched voice.
I think it's gonna come through just great. Oh yeah, I'm seeing that waveform.
Okay, so Aaron, you had an upfront, I believe.
I did. I did. I was at a meeting yesterday, and I was trying to describe how I was, during lunch, I exercised in the gym, and it was warm enough to open the garage doors, and I was trying to communicate that it was warm, but the air is weird. The air was very moist, is what I was saying. Like, everything got wet. The air was really moist. And my coworker was like, it was humid? I had, like, completely forgotten the word and concept of humidity. And I was just like, the air had this weird quality to it, wherein it was moist.
Wow.
Yeah. Which is, I live in a very humid place, but the winter's been so dry, I feel like I just totally forgot about
removed humidity from your brain.
Totally not a thing. Yeah.
It does feel weird.
Strange quality to it that you may not have experienced before.
It's like it was saturated with moisture.
It's like the air was wet.
Can you imagine such a thing? In this economy?
Oh, yeah, humid. That's the word. Anyway.
Nice, way to go.
It was wet again today, the air.
It was not, well, I don't know what the air wetness was like here. It was
Gross.
freezing rain all morning and then snowing all afternoon.
For us, it's been freezing rain all day. And so it's been like, I came home early from work because I didn't want to, the roads were just getting worse and I didn't want to be there too late. Because they were just like very slushy and then it got like really cold so they froze over. And like my, when I came out to my car, it was like this massive sheet of ice on it after only like a few hours outside.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So,
is that going to be, can you take public transport to your appointment tomorrow or do you have to drive in the ice?
I can take public transit. But also, I think it'll probably be fine tomorrow.
Do you not call it public transport? Like I just did?
Not usually, no.
Is that not, would that give me a way as a country girl if I wanted to?
We usually just say...
Excuse me, where's the underground public transport station?
How do I get transported publicly in this town?
Ugh. I have a couple up fronts as well also. We talked about NFTs a little bit last week. I cut out a lot of it because it was...
TLDR, we love them. Can't get enough of them. My entire salary, straight to NFTs.
Mm-hmm. Smart.
Should probably tell Molly that.
I have my entire... Yeah, I get my entire salary in Bored Apes, or whatever the fuck they're called.
Yeah. Work has started just doing it for me.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
I don't have to... Mm-hmm.
They just add it to your
it's like
wallet.
Yeah, you can just do it, you can choose to split it between bank accounts or you can just choose just to get paid in NFTs. It's great.
So we watched this video and it was like just hard to transport into audio for like a podcast experience. So I cut out like all of it. Except for like at the beginning when I was like, this is an anti-NFT podcast, right? But I also wanted to mention, but I hadn't finished it yet, a video that your brother Aaron posted about NFTs called Line Goes Up. It's a new video by Folding Ideas on YouTube. And the video is called Line Goes Up, The Problem with NFTs. Don't panic. But they are kind of a scam. So I watched all of it now. So I did want to just recommend it if anybody is interested in learning more about why NFTs are not great and crypto in general is not great. I would highly recommend it. It's got like 4 million views. So there's a really good chance a lot of our listeners have already seen it. But,
I keep getting it recommended to me in various different avenues.
I'm also seeing a lot of the YouTubers that I subscribe to who are like commentary YouTubers doing videos about NFTs and them being bad, who are like, oh, also you should watch that video. And that makes me like feel some hope, because like my worst case scenario is that like we're all forced to adopt this whole system in some way in order to function in society someday. And that does seem like it could happen if people don't like get their heads out of their asses a little bit. So hoping this will help.
NFTs are stupid.
Well, you guys are just jealous of my sweet NFT hookup. So
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
You're right.
I don't know. It's just tearing this family apart.
Did you see that the new mayor of New York got his salary in Bitcoin?
Oh.
And then, like, right after he got his first paycheck, Bitcoin crashed.
Wow.
Dumbass.
I feel like my satire was a little too close to reality. I didn't know about that story.
Yeah, no, people out there getting paid in crypto.
Ooh, don't know how I feel about that.
I also had another little upfront, which is, well, I guess I have a couple more. One is just to announce, like, you know, a lot of people said to me before I got my first tattoo that I was going to end up addicted to them. And now this one is like almost healed. It's like maybe, you know, another week or two before it's like stops being like the shiny final stage. And I'm already like looking at, I entered a raffle to get a tattoo while we're in, Oregon for Dom's wedding.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, so I don't know if I'll know by the end of this month whether I won that, but she's only taking 75 entrants, so I have like pretty good odds. And then I'm also thinking about scheduling something for when I'm down there for Thanksgiving, because I found one artist I really, really like who's based in Raleigh.
Oh,
so,
what's their name?
Dax. Her Instagram is Tats by Dax. Actually, it was Chloe who recommended her to me, although I don't know if she's actually worked with her before or not. But
Gotcha.
she's also just seems like a lovely person. So
Love it.
yeah. So I'm living that tattoo life now, baby. If anyone listening has recommendations for really good tattoo artists that are like ideally in this country, then let me know.
I love that. That's your new hobby.
Yeah. It's an expensive hobby, but you can only get so many bookings, you know.
All hobbies are expensive.
That's true. And then I wanted to give a little kitty update, a short one. Here's one kitty update. Como is on Ben's lap, like on his chest almost.
Yeah, he's really insistent.
Yeah, if Ben sounds far away, it's for a good cause.
Yeah.
He also
Nice.
Wow.
He missed you today.
Yeah, he's very needy.
Oh, cute boy.
Especially
Okay,
since
you
we've
see-
been working far away.
Yeah.
Working not at home is what I meant.
Working
That's
far away.
away.
Sorry.
Are you far away full time?
Yeah,
5 days a week?
basically. Sometimes I work like 1 or 2 days at home, but most of the time I'm not. I'm far away.
What about Kylie? Is she far away full time now?
Yeah.
Big fucking bummer.
She also sometimes works. She has more flexibility than I do.
Yeah.
Sometimes she works close by.
Sometimes she works really
She
close.
works near. Yeah.
Works near. I like that. That's got to be how the cats see it, right? Like,
Yeah. Gone or not.
Yeah.
Sweet.
What's your cat update?
Okay, so for the listeners who have not been getting the updates in Slack, Hank has been, and I know I've said this on the podcast, Hank has been obsessed with befriending Squeaks, and I've been posting pictures in Slack of like him inching closer and closer to her in various settings, like on the couch or on the bed. And the other day, and they haven't like snuggled, but I've seen her grooming him Like she sleeps in the closet a lot now, and he sleeps on the bed and waits for her to come out of the closet because it's very audible when she jumps out. And so when he hears her plop out of the closet, he hops up from whatever he's doing and comes over to her to greet her. And then she and tries to nuzzle her. And usually, because Squeaks is in, and he must have learned this. I certainly did. Squeaks is in like the best mood possible right after she just woke up. So it's like he waits for that moment, and then he runs over and like nuzzles her. And those are the times that I've seen her like grooming him and stuff, like licking his head when she just woke up and she's just like feeling really good. Like,
you should try to get it on video.
yeah, it's hard because like she just like comes out at random, but I can try.
Okay.
And then I also posted a picture that Erin saw where Hank tried to come up close to her on the bed, and she hissed at him and pushed him kind of back with her paw, but then she just put her paw down on his, and then they just laid there kind of holding hands on the bed for a while. It was really cute. Also, the cats have progressed to the point where even though we just named them, we have nicknames for them already. So Hank's nickname is Honk, and then sometimes we are like call him like Goose, which is fun because it rhymes with moose. And then Moose, I call her Mushy, or like Mushy Mushy. She seems to really like that. Like she comes over to it. So they're still definitely like mostly independent and often don't like being approached. But we have both like had our individual moments where they've been like really sweet and friendly and lovey and purry with us.
Nice.
But we just have to kind of like let them choose their moment, which is like very typical for a cat. We just kind of got spoiled with our other two because they'll take whatever bullshit we want to, do to them. So, but they're doing really great. And I truly think Hank is winning her over. I think before long,
Good.
they're going to be like spooning. So look out for that.
That's so nice. That's so nice.
It is so nice. I think that's all I had for upfronts. Tattoos, yeah.
Look how
Ben,
badly
you
I
have
need
any
a
upfronts?
haircut. Look at this
Oh
hair.
my god, me too.
Look at that.
Oh,
Fucking helmet head.
you could like gel that, and it would look kind of like
A little ponytail.
no, like what like it's like a slicked back kind of, but your front could still be. I don't know what I'm talking about. I've never had.
My friend could be
hair
what,
that short.
Hannah?
What, like swoosh, like it is. Like
Shout out to, speaking of, I don't know, your front could be reminded me of, he came home with a mug on it, and just wanted your thoughts on pod about, because in the podcast, when it happened, you didn't deny that, yeah, it said that, but you really didn't believe that you had said he came home with a mug on it. How did it feel to listen to that and hear yourself just clear as day say he came home with a mug on it?
It felt really great. I really loved it. I was like listening really hard. I was like, is it like, because there have been times when we've all like various configurations of us have misheard each other.
Absolutely.
But like y'all were absolutely 100% right.
Yeah,
Like, I
it wasn't
did
like
say
you
that.
had to like wait for it to listen to it. It was like he came home with a mug on it. It was
Yeah. Unmistakable. Yeah.
unmistakable. Beautiful. A beautiful moment in podcast history.
All right, cool. Well, we don't have emails, I don't think.
Did you light a podcast camel?
Oh my god, no. And I got a new one right here.
Did you not hear that, Hannah?
No, what?
She said, did you like a podcast camel?
I did say that on accident. Camel.
No.
Camel.
Terrible. So my favorite fragrance from Bath and Body Works is called Champagne Toast, but I got all these
Ooh.
candles on clearance that say Mom on them. Like I have like 5 or 6 that just say Mom, which I'm not a mom, but I just wanted the fragrance. So,
Do you hear that rain?
Nope.
No.
It just
Did it just-
started.
Wow.
You don't hear that?
Aaron is mouth agape,
Aaron's face is so filled with wonder right now. Like,
as if she's never heard rain before.
What? It's so loud. I was like, is that something else? My house falling into the ground?
do you want to go take a look? Do you need
No,
to
it's
make
raining. I
sure?
can see out. I'm right by a window, you silly duck.
Okay. That's not the expression, but sure.
What is it? Silly goose?
Yeah.
Duck, duck, goose? You silly duck.
Should we pop in?
Yeah, we need to.
Fuck yeah.
Now that we all know whether or not we can hear each other's outside weather, we should pop in.
Or their inside weather. What's your obsession?
My obsession is the new Pokemon game.
Oh,
Oh,
yes. Great.
Quick shout out
Tell me all about
to
it.
Legends of Vox Machina, though. It's really good. When we were talking about it last week, I actually did not realize that it's coming out in installments, like 3 episodes a week. So it is not all out this week, but the 3 episodes that came out were very good. But it felt wrong to take it as an obsession. A, because it's not all out yet, and B, because really and truly my brain has just always wants to play the new Pokemon game. It's so fucking good.
Oh, good. I should just buy it.
You really should. It's so fun. Let's get this out of the way. Cons right out of the way, because there's only a few things I don't like about it. Number 1, graphics aren't good.
Oh, okay. Really?
You know what? Yeah, like the textures look really bad. I think the Pokemon models look good. I think the human models look pretty good, but like the environment does not look very good. You oftentimes, but really, like, I don't care. A, I don't really care about graphics that much, and then B, like, you spend most of the time just wandering around finding new Pokemon, and I don't really. I'm looking at them and not the environment around them most of the time, and that's like what's exciting about it. So it doesn't really bother me in game that much.
It's not distracting.
It's
from your experience.
Exactly what I was trying to say in a really roundabout and unclear way.
Yeah,
It's humid.
it's humid.
Yeah, yes, I forgot the word distracting. Yeah, it's just I fucking love it. Like I said last week, it's a very, very different kind of Pokemon game. Battling is like really not that much of a part of it. It really is focused on catching Pokemon, and not just catching one. So like the way Pokemon normally works when you're completing your Pokedex is when you catch one fucking...
Happy Hour podcast is not off to a good start.
I wanted to say one copy of a Pokemon. That's not right. Catch one Pokemon of a particular species.
Okay.
You like instantly get their whole Pokedex entry filled out. It has like a little blurb on like more information on them. And that's like the story behind all Pokemon games is you have a Pokedex, you're helping Pokemon Professor by going out to catch a bunch of Pokemon, etc.
You're helping Pokemon Professor?
A Pokemon Professor, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought I got him.
In this one, you don't get a Pokedex entry just from catching one of the Pokemon. You have to complete like research tasks.
Ooh.
Which for every Pokemon involves like catching a certain number of them or defeating a certain number of them in battle, or doing sometimes special things like giving them food or like seeing them use a certain move. And you don't like get the full Pokedex entry, and it's not considered complete until you complete all like a requisite number of research tasks for that Pokemon, which is really fun because they made, like, I feel like that would be tedious in any other Pokemon game, but they made catching Pokemon so quick and easy and fun. Like, you can just like, because the simplest thing is you can just throw a Pokeball at a Pokemon in the overworld and catch it. Like, so you can just be running around and just like flinging Pokeballs left and right at a bunch of different Pokemon. If you're like, oh, I'm not sure I have that research task complete, I'm just going to grab that one and grab that one and grab that one. You can do, I like to try and do a double where I throw a Pokeball at 2 Pokemon close at the same time and see if I catch both of them.
You can catch 2 Pokemon in one Pokeball?
No. But like throw 2 Pokeballs really quickly.
Oh, I see.
And then similarly to battle a Pokemon, you just throw the Pokeball that has one of your Pokemon in it. So it's like really quick to start battles. And something I didn't know is you can like still run around in the battle, like you the human, which is very cool. There's like, normally the Pokemon battle in a lot of Pokemon games is like such a it's like this little like fucking separate thing from the rest of the game. Like, you know what I mean? Like you feel like you've entered into this little arena and that's where the Pokemon battle's happening. But like in this game, they just like happen in the environment the moment you throw the Pokeball. It doesn't like enter a new screen or anything. And you can like run around and watch the battle from different angles. You can like see if you're battling a trainer, you can see the other trainer. And you can also, I learned the other day, if you like walk in front of the move, your person can get hit by it. Like if you stand in front of the Pokemon, which is so fun.
Do you have like health as the human?
Not during actual battles, but during like just running around the overworld, you do. It's not like you don't have a health bar, but it's one of those games where like the screen gets like black around the edges and then like red around the edges, and if you get hit then you die. Well, you don't die, you like faint and lose some items.
You die in real life.
You die in real life, yeah. And and like there's like a lot of fucking Pokemon attack you. Like and part of the premise of the whole game is that like I didn't realize this when I started playing, but the main premise is that you came from the future. I didn't realize. Yeah. You were like transported back to the past mysteriously, and everyone here is like kind of you're basically in the moment in time like just after Pokeballs have been invented, and so humans like kind of have a way to tame and study Pokemon in a way they didn't before. So like everyone in this world is for the most part terrified of Pokemon because and you sort of get it, like you go out in the world, there's Pokemon everywhere and they're all fucking trying to kill you. And like everyone else sucks at catching Pokemon except for you. Which is really funny. So like when I say battling is like not really that much part of the game anymore, it's almost like canonically it wouldn't make sense for there to be another trainer that has more than like 3 Pokemon because everyone else sucks at catching Pokemon and is like really scared of them. Which I sometimes miss, but I also just love the rest of the game so much that I don't care. And I like spend... So it has like a main quest, but then like you can... once you like got into a new area, you can also just like fuck off and do whatever you want. And also do like side quests and stuff. They're called requests because it's like people asking you to do something.
Requests?
Yeah.
Clever.
Yeah, right. And like whenever I go to a new area, I actually end up really over leveled for like the actual fights you have to do because I spend so much time just like walking around finding new Pokemon that in different places and like exploring, and like all of these Pokemon are Pokemon that I've obviously seen before in many Pokemon games for many years, but like I still get so excited whenever I find a new one that I haven't found before in this game because it's like, oh, what, like, is it gonna run away from me? Is it gonna like attack me? Is it gonna just be docile, or like do I have to battle it? It's just, are there gonna be a lot more of them? Or is this like a really rare one? I can only catch one. It's just always, it's just very exciting. It's like, what am I gonna have to do to fill the Pokedex for this? Because it's always a little different for every Pokemon. I love it. I love it.
Hell yeah.
It's so good.
Exceeds expectations? Meets expectations?
I think exceeds.
Cool.
I was like a little skeptical. I was really excited, but like a lot of the reviews were basically like, it's awesome, but there are some problems. And like for me, it's just like, it's awesome. And there's like the graphics are bad, and that's kind of, and also I actually, in the first couple hours are pretty slow. It's as has been the trend in newer Pokemon games. The tutorialization is like really heavy handed at the beginning. It's like go here, catch this thing, go, like it's just like, and like kind of forces you to do that. But once you get out of tutorial land, I'd say probably like 1.5, 2 hours in, it just like opens up completely and you can do whatever you want. And it's so incredibly fun.
Cool.
I really love it.
Cool. I'm definitely going to pick it up.
Hell yeah. It's worth it. It's so good.
I will eventually, probably. I don't know if I'm going to jump right into it. We'll see.
I picked Cyndaquil for my starter. Because
how many can you choose from to pick?
3. A fire type, a grass type, and a water type.
Great question. Great phrasing.
Oh, they also added a lot of... ever since... I think it's Generation 7... they've been doing this thing whenever like they release a new region where there's regional variants of Pokemon that already exist. That usually have like different types and different abilities. And they have more in this game that are really cool. So it's I always like that when they do like kind of a new spin on old Pokemon, whether it's regional variants or adding evolutions to older Pokemon, which they also did in this game a lot of. So yeah, it's really cool. Love it. Excited to play more immediately after podcast.
Nice.
You can play all night.
Fuck yeah.
I just started playing oh my god, what's it called? It's like the next game from the guy who did Wander Song. And it's got music from Lena Raine in it. It's like it's very nice. It's like a coloring something, a colorful tale. But what is the something? Chicory, a colorful tale on the Switch.
Bless me.
At Dominic's suggestion, although he hasn't played it, but he said it looked like it was up my alley, and then he was like more right than he knew. So I'm gonna be playing that for a while first, but then maybe I'll hop into old Pokemon game. Not old game, old Pokemon.
Oh, this game looks sweet that you talked about, Hannah.
Yeah, and it's fun. And there's a co-op mode which I really would like to try to play because you're actually controlling two things. You're controlling like the wielder and the paintbrush at the same time with your two thumbs, and it is a little bit tough to keep them straight for me. Although I think it'll get easier because I just started. But yeah, it's like just like Wander Song. It's not. It's really more about like enjoying yourself than being super difficult, which I like. So it's not my obsession because I only just started it, but who knows?
Cool. Little preception,
Yeah.
which Ben has popularized apparently.
Hey,
and this is only on PC, right?
Sometimes you're just excited about shit. What did you just fucking say?
Yeah, Pokemon Legends Arceus only on PC. Check it out.
Yeah. The Nintendo game. It's only on PC.
Yeah.
No, it's
only on Nintendo
freaking
PCs.
Nintendo Switch. You idiot.
One of these, you little flip.
Also, just to round out my obsession, I forget if I mentioned this last week, but some people are thinking that Pokemon Legends is going to be like a series of spin-off Pokemon games where they do like the ancient versions of all the regions. Really hope that's true because I love this game, and I also love like regular Pokemon games where battling is also still kind of the focus. So I would like them to have both, just like they made Sword and Shield, which is very battle focused, and have this game where it's like very chill catching Pokemon focused. I want both of those, please. Thank you, Game Freak. Thanks, Daddy Game Freak.
Thanks, Daddy.
Thank you. Okay, so me now?
Yeah.
Hannah, what's your obsession?
Great
please?
obsession, Ben. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben.
You're
My
welcome.
obsession is a food. It's
I know what it is.
Do you?
I do.
Okay, what do you think it is?
I think it's that TikTok Green Goddess.
Okay, it's in that TikTok green goddess, but it is more. It's not a recipe. It's a food.
Okay. Is it okay? I'm narrowed it down between two things.
Okay.
I think it's cabbage.
It is cabbage. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Good job. How did you know? What was the other one?
Basil.
Basil is so good.
Is so good, but it's also something that you would have already. It's like, I feel like maybe you got cabbage for this recipe and then you had a little left over and now you're having like a cabbage renaissance.
Actually, well, that's
Cabbage?
almost it. Yep. Yeah. Okay, so
Your obsession is cabbage?
yeah, I actually
This is a safe space. Your obsession
I have
is
like a
Pokemon.
surprising amount to say about cabbage.
I'm really
right
excited
now.
to hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good backtrack there, bud.
I love cabbage. I'm just surprised.
All right. So actually, in our fridge right now, we have parts of a red cabbage and a green cabbage. I got the red cabbage for this other recipe that really didn't work out. We've been doing like once a week. We've been doing like trying TikTok recipes, and we got ingredients for these like vegetable pancakes where you like julienne a bunch of vegetables and put them in just like flour and water and salt basically, and then like fry them up. And I think it would have worked fine. I've seen lots of people make it, except that we didn't use a nonstick pan because we don't really have a good one right now. And it stuck to the pan even though we oiled it beforehand. And also I think I substituted some vegetables for some others, and maybe too many of them were like watery. So it just didn't crisp up. It stuck to the pan. It became like a sludge. And Ian tried to make two different ones, and the first one was just kind of mushy, but it still tasted good. And the second one was like it like burned, and then we didn't know it had burned, and he like kept mixing it around, and it ended up tasting like it had like cigarette butts in it. Like it tasted so bad, and it was terrible because like I ate the first one. I did not notice that his was terrible until he was like 2 bites in, and he was like, "This tastes awful." And I tasted it, and I was like, "You have to stop eating that. It tastes so bad." So he had to like, after doing, I mean, I did all the chopping, he did all the cooking, but then he had to like, you know, forage himself another meal because I didn't save him any of the good one. So. Yeah, so that's how we got the red cabbage. Kind of sad story. And then the green cabbage we got for that green goddess dip that Erin mentioned, which was very good, and we still have some of it. I had some for lunch today, which is I thought everyone had seen it on TikTok, but neither of you had heard of it.
I'm not on TikTok.
I know. I thought Chloe would have heard of it at least.
I thought everyone heard it on TikTok, but my two TikTok non-users hadn't heard of it. So,
but you watch your TikToks on YouTube. So I
watch
maybe
gay TikToks on YouTube exclusively. I watch gay compilations of.
Oh, okay.
I watch compilations of gay TikToks.
I didn't know. I'm sorry.
I watch gay compilations of TikToks.
It's just basically like a bunch of vegetables diced up really small, and then you make like a sauce, like a dressing, put in them and mix it all together, and it's like a dip, but it's just full of like vegetables, and it tastes really, really good. And is like ultimately very good for you, which is nice. But I had this leftover cabbage, and I had some leftover red cabbage. And one day I was like looking around for lunch, and I was just like, what if I just chopped up some of this cabbage and just like ate it? And I Googled like, can you eat raw cabbage? Because I hadn't really before, and I was like, is there a reason that I haven't?
Coleslaw is raw. What are you talking about?
You've definitely had raw cabbage.
Tons of raw cabbage. Have you ever eaten coleslaw in your whole life?
I don't really like coleslaw, but
in some, I feel like you must have had it in like a wrap or something.
Yeah, I'm sure I have, but I just wasn't sure in that moment. And when I Googled it,
better safe than sorry.
Yeah, when I Googled it, actually, it was like, yes, you can, but be careful because it's not kind to some people's stomachs, and also like it can be a breeding ground for like parasites or whatever if you don't wash it. She's like, fine, I wash my vegetables. But like I was like, okay, well, I'll try it and I'll see if like I have like the farts or whatever. And I have to tell you, I can't think of anything that's ever agreed with my stomach more than cabbage.
Wow.
Like
Beautiful.
I fart so much after every meal except cabbage, which I feel like is really weird.
I love to see it. It's like, you know, two negatives make a positive.
Yeah,
right?
I think maybe it's my Eastern European roots because they love cabbage over there. My German roots, Mom.
There you go.
But yeah, so Ian's making a curry right now. He's putting cabbage in it. I've been eating that dip, which should have itself been a giveaway that you can eat raw cabbage because you don't cook that.
It's best to check. It's best
to check. I like it. It's crispy. I've never super loved cooked cabbage because it gets kind of mushy. I think maybe that's part of why I hadn't given it like that much of a chance. But the flavor, like, I don't know why, but I always expect it to be like harsh for some reason, like a little bit bitter, but it's so nice and gentle and mild.
So
and also
crisp and juicy.
Yeah. And also I love that red cabbage, like, just instantly stains your fingers. That's for me a huge plus. I'm like, oh, cool. My fingers are purple now. That's great. And like, also it's like, it makes a good dye also. You know, if you just like, you can just like leave, if you leave like a tiny cutting of it in like a tiny bit of water, all of a sudden the water is just like this beautiful red color. I just
think
like that.
cabbage is a superior leafy green vegetable.
Yeah,
Superior
to like lettuce. Yeah, absolutely.
Fuck lettuce, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, we're an anti-lettuce podcast.
I like
Pro
kale
NFT,
and collards
anti-lettuce.
more. My like leafy green hierarchy goes like kale, collards. You know, put cabbage next. Why the fuck not? Arugula goes before.
Arugula is top for me.
Arugula is kale, collards, arugula.
What about spinach?
I do like an iceberg for like a wedge salad, though.
What about
I will
spinach?
say. Oh, I love spinach. Yeah, spinach is yeah. Okay, sorry. Kale, collard, spinach. Spinach was top. Spinach is top. Spinach, kale, collard, arugula, cabbage. Yeah.
I don't really like most leafy greens.
Lettuce
that
not
much.
even on the board.
Like I really don't like lettuce is very boring. I really don't like arugula that much. I really don't like kale very much. It's like a little bit too like tough for me. Like I think maybe part of what I like about cabbage is that it also kind of treads that line between being a leafy green and being just like a vegetable because there are parts of it that are so much. You know, it's not like other vegetables. So I just can't recommend it enough. If you haven't thought about cabbage lately, you know, take some time to think about cabbage this week.
I love this series of Hannah obsessions. We haven't had one in a while where it's just foods that a lot of people have had and enjoy, but Hannah's like rediscovering now.
Yeah.
Previously cashews. Now we got cabbage.
Yeah.
Love
cashews.
it.
What episode was that?
I don't know.
Oh, it's probably No Nuts or Nuts, right?
I was thinking
was
that, or
earlier.
I
that
thought it
could
was
have been
from
like
Soup to Droop.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Talk about this a lot. That was from No. They said a handful of nuts and I needed something gentle. She's all about the gentle. She's really about that gentle. That's episode 70. Send Hannah your most gentle recommendations for food.
Episode 72 was No Nuts or Nuts.
Yeah. I
2
think
episodes after.
Yeah. Yeah, so episode 71, boobs immediately. I love that.
Wonderful. We've been so funny for so long. Episode 69, don't put your nose in the puddles. I don't recall that context at all.
Yeah. Same.
All right. That's it. Just have some cabbage today.
Well, what if
Do
you
it.
don't have it today? Can I have it tomorrow?
Yeah, you can have it tomorrow.
I've been wanting to try, 2 nuts on cabbage. Molly makes a lot of fermented cabbage delights which is she makes one that's I think a Cuban fermented cabbage called what's it called? Curtido. Curtido.
Curtido.
Salvadorian cabbage slaw. Cuban cabbage slaw. Yeah.
Is it cubage or cubage?
Is it cubage or...
Is it Cuban or Salvadoran?
You know, I don't know.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah, it's really tasty. It has like oregano in it. It's like sauerkraut with oregano in it. And what else?
And fermented.
And fermented. Yep.
Fermented.
Sauerkraut is fermented. Also, something I know neither of you are much into eating meat, but apparently cabbage with schmaltz chicken fat is like extremely tasty, and I've been wanting to try that. So
Schmaltz? I've never
maybe
heard
I'll pick
that.
up that's chicken fat, rendered chicken fat. You know, like
gross.
every animal fat has a different name for its rendered state. It's like lard, tallow, and
Tallow?
schmaltz is
What's tallow?
chicken. Beef fat.
And
rendered
what's
beef
lard? Pig?
Fat. Rendered
Pig?
pork fat. Pig fat.
What does rendered mean?
I mean, so like, think about fat on a piece of meat before you cook it is
Blech.
a solid.
Gross.
And so rendered is when you heat it gently and it melts. And then if you were to take that and put it like in a jar, you would get not the gelatinous form, but like the melted form.
Does it also? Do you also have to like get the impurities out of it? Like, I feel like I've seen videos of people like doing several rounds of sort of melting and skimming, and then like, I don't know if that's the same thing.
You can, I think, like when I think about rendering, like for instance, if you're cooking duck, for instance, it's important to like cook it at a certain temperature and do certain preparations so that like all the fat renders. I feel like there's like, I don't really know what I'm talking about. I feel like there's like a foodie version of rendering that's like maybe for long-term storage, but rendering is also just like turning that solid fat into liquid fat. Schmaltz is very tasty. I know both of you made a face at it, but for the listener, for the meat-eating listener.
I believe it.
Schmaltz.
All right, cool. Well, that's my obsession. It's cabbage. Eat it.
Hell yeah.
Thank you for your bravery bringing such an obsession to the table.
You're welcome.
The literal table.
Aaron, what's your obsession?
Gosh, I don't think I have one. I know. I feel like I know. Well, I don't have a new one. I feel like I know. I feel the two main. Well, okay, I've had three main things going on in my life other than work. I can't believe this was this week, but like organizing the cabin for when we all go to my little brother's wedding.
Thank you for doing that, you two.
Was a big part.
Yeah,
Thanks for shout out to the fam.
Shout outs to Aaron mostly because
that was and Molly. That was a huge, and you, Hannah. That was a huge accomplishment. I feel like to coordinate, we have 13 people now. 13 people's travel schedule, monetary needs, sleeping needs, itinerary needs to land us all in the same cabin for 4 nights across the country. I feel like it's an incredible feat and very exciting, and will be super fun. Excited about that wedding. So that was the big part of my early week. And besides that, I've been watching ZFG fucking Ocarina of Time randomizer 8-hour videos on YouTube before I fall asleep. I'll like get into bed like an hour or two early and just like fucking watch that video until I fall asleep. It's great. But I brought that before a few times. And my number one hobby is crochet.
What?
So I watch a show and I crochet.
Crochet is so good.
Which I've also brought before, so that's what I've been doing. Nothing new and
Hell yeah.
so that's it. Sorry. That's all I got.
Oldies but goodies.
Oldies but such goodies.
Yeah.
I hate the word goodies. Why did I just say it?
I love the stuff
Word
you've been
goodies.
making lately.
Thanks.
The word goodies, yeah. I don't hate it.
You know, goodies is to me as moist is to most people. Like, I really don't mind the word moist. I use it a lot. I think there's nothing for it if you need the word, but I don't like goodies in any connotation.
Interesting. No goodie bags. You don't like that?
Goodie is okay.
Goody Brewster.
Yeah, goodie is fine. Goodies,
Goodies
I
is
don't like
bad?
that. It's
Interesting.
bad. Yeah.
Goodies nuts.
That's good. That's fine, actually.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, my obsession is
Goodies nuts.
making goodies nuts, aka crocheting hanging plants.
Yeah, they're
That's what I
so
do.
pretty. I love them.
I love them
those
too.
guys.
Erin's gonna
What'd
make
you
me
say?
one.
Yeah, I am making you one.
Thank you.
I'm in the process. That's what I've been crocheting this week.
Fuck
Been
yeah.
very relaxing.
I love that.
So yeah, that's it. That's all I got. I'm just not obsessed with anything new.
That's totally fine.
That's
Yeah.
totally fine.
Yeah.
That
You're
happens.
living your best
Did
life.
either of you watch fucking Only Murders in the Building?
Nope.
I started it, yeah. Ian's not loving it, so I've been going through it slowly on my own.
Bummer.
But yeah, it's funny.
Wasn't
actually
as enamored as it was me.
completely forgot to do that. Although, and partially because of the Legends of Vox Machina, and also because, if you recall, we had purposely stopped watching Taskmaster for a while.
Tasky-masky.
Sorry, pardon me. We had stopped watching Tasky-masky for a while to not go through it all, and we got a real hankering the other day, so we started season 3.
Beautiful.
So we're watching Tasky-masky again.
Wow, such restraint.
Yeah. It was hard, but, that's life sometimes.
Good
That's
D's
like
nuts.
Good these nuts. Good these nuts indeed.
I regret.
Why?
That's the title of the episode. What do you mean?
I'm putting
What was
it on
it you
the
were
list.
posting about? I made a great D's nuts joke earlier this week. What were you posting about, Hannah? Orbeez?
What? Where? What?
What?
In random? Yeah. Orbeez. You were posting about Orbeez. It said Orbeez nuts. That was funny.
That was funny.
That's really good.
That was funny. I, earlier this week, spent an evening, or maybe it was over the weekend, sorting those Orbeez by color.
Wow.
Why?
I just liked some of the colors better than some of the other ones, so I was sorting out the good ones from the bad ones, and then I organized
Good
them.
ones from the bad ones.
And also I had a little cup going for the special ones, because some of them had like polka dots in the middle for no reason.
Cute. Were you on edibles at the time?
No, I'm
Oh.
very low on. I have like one gummy left that I don't know when I'm gonna get more, so I have not been partaking.
How far are you from the nearest shop?
Oh, like 15 minutes.
Oh,
But I just haven't gotten around to it.
I see. It's just like a puzzle. I mean, how is that any different than doing a puzzle?
Yeah, exactly. And I found out
Literally.
that they're safe if a cat eats them, so it was very low stress.
Great.
How did
You know,
you find
Also,
that out?
hallmark of a puzzle. The same way she found out it would be safe if she ate raw cabbage, Ben.
Yeah, I googled it. Well,
She
okay,
Googled
it's actually not safe if they eat them when they're not expanded, but they're not completely
I
non-toxic
guess
for
that
like
makes
humans,
sense.
dogs, and cats if they're expanded. So,
Same for
Yeah,
cabbage.
Because you wouldn't want it to expand in their belly.
right, exactly. So,
Like,
all
imagine
good
if they
there.
expanded. Wait, but like, imagine if they expanded like raisins coming out their butthole.
Oh
Can you
Oh,
imagine?
no.
rocks.
Pop
Rainbow
rocks.
poops.
Can you imagine?
If you're really lost right now, just Google Orbeez.
Just Google, just
O-R-B.
Google Ordeez nuts.
ORDEZNUTS. But Orbeez is ORBEEZ. Sorry, ORBEEZ.
That's right.
I feel like I didn't do that right the first time.
You didn't stick the landing there.
E-E-E-Z-E.
Also found out.
Wow, you can get them big.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I actually don't know if I reached the maximum because, like, when they run out of water, they stop expanding. So, like, these might be able to get bigger than I even got them to be. I don't know. They're
Would
pretty
that be
amazing things.
Fucking exciting, huh?
Yeah, man.
This is really fucking funny to me. I'm gonna drop this in Way Too Broad channel. I went to Amazon to look at Orbeez, and the picture that it shows me is of a lady's hand scooping up a big ol' a big handful of Orbeez, but then at the top, Amazon assures me pickup is convenient and secure, but it looks like they're referring to the picking up of the Orbeez.
God, these are
that
huge.
big? What?
That's fucking
That's why I
crazy.
said they can get big.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, wow. Jeez Louise.
Or that model's hands are very small.
Or bees.
Bees did it.
Or these nuts. All right. Shall we roll into homework? That's enough of that.
Okay. The Orbeez in this picture are like the size of baseballs. I just want to maybe
And
like
pickup is convenient and secure.
you can pick them up. I don't even know if that's true because when they get big, they get really. You can crush them really easily. I bet it was hard. Anyway,
So not secure.
Anyway, I bet they had to
but convenient
place
still?
those. Yeah, still convenient. I would say. Yeah, they feel good
Okay.
in your hands.
They feel
Okay.
good, these nuts.
These
Can we
Orbeez feel
please
good.
go into homework?
Have you ever run your hands
These
through?
nuts feel good.
Okay. Ben, what's your homework?
Get the fucking thing, the game. Pokemon Legends Arceus. What are you doing? Get it, you dumb fuck.
I've told you, I'm gonna.
Also, watch TLOVM. The Legends of Vox Machina. You dumb fuck.
Okay.
Keep it fucking simple.
Any socials you want to share? Ben?
Fuck you.
Okay.
How's that for a social?
My
Wow, that's an anti-social.
I'll share my social security number. How about that?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Go for it.
Beep, 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 beep.
Oh,
Good
it's
one.
climactic.
5. It starts with a 5. I'll give you that. Give you that for free.
All right.
Yeah, it does.
Do they all?
Mine starts with a. Uh-oh. I don't know. I got like a back issue one, so it starts with a L.
Oh boy. Okay, my homework is go get the fucking vegetable, the cabbage at the grocery store, and eat
The
it.
vegetable.
The cabbage.
Aaron, I'm very curious to hear what your homework is.
Live your life. And
Yes. Yes, that's so important.
live live your life and do your hobbies, even if you have done them before and talked about them before on your weekly podcast. All right? Maybe it's a little unreasonable to think that every single week you can have a brand new interest. Okay? Maybe you're just going to have the same old interests. Okay? Enduring.
Wow.
But I didn't have a cabbage this week, so, sometimes it's just luck of the draw.
Yeah, really coming for the whole premise of the show. I admire that bravery. I forgot to say my socials. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Hanthropology. I'm on TikTok at Hannah and Her Cats. And if you check my Instagram, for the first time in ages, I did post a new post this week, and it includes a picture of my tattoo as it currently looks, which is, it's a little shiny. As I said, it's like in the onion skin phase, it's called, where the like top layer of dead skin is peeled off and it's got this brand new skin underneath that doesn't look like the rest of my skin, but it's looking great.
Onion skin is really gross.
Gross faces.
Description.
Are you allowed to moisturize it?
Oh yeah, I've been moisturizing. Okay. Actually, I've debated shouting out the lotion I've been using that I have right here because it's been really great. I just happen to have it. It's
I
Beekman,
really thought that said boot cream.
No, it's Beekman 1802 fragrance-free whipped body cream with goat milk. And I checked, and it's glycerin based, which is one of the things that a lot of the tattoo, like specifically the products that they make for tattoo like recovery stuff have as their first ingredient. So I just happened to have this. I got it as like a Christmas present a while back, and I was looking for a fragrance-free lotion because you're really not supposed to use fragrances on on a tattoo. And it's been so great. It's done such a good job. So
nice.
Shout out to the Beekman boys. They're doing great out there.
Cool. Shout out.
Out there in upstate New York. I've been to their flagship store several times. Fun fact.
Wow. Can I get your fucking autograph?
Have you heard of the Beekman 1802, like the Beekman boys, like the fabulous Beekman boys?
I've never watched that show.
No.
Have I mentioned it before?
I don't know what
No,
you're
we
on
don't
about.
even know what you're fucking talking about.
My husband's side of the family, Ian's side of the family, is like obsessed with them a little bit. Like they've toured their farm and stuff. There was this like reality show a while ago. I don't remember what channel, like
I was
HGTV
joking when I said I've never watched that show.
Oh.
As like a way of like being like, I don't know what product you're talking about.
Oh, no, there was a show.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It was called The Fabulous Beekman Boys, and there was this gay couple who used to live in New York City, and they moved out to upstate New York and bought this old farm that was built in 1802 and started raising goats. And now they make like all kinds of products with the goat milk from their farm. And they're like,
You know what? I have read Josh Kilmer Purcell's memoir.
Who is that?
He's one of the Beekman boys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think he's written a book. Yeah, I'm not myself these days. I read that like a long time ago.
Oh.
So that's funny.
Who knew? Yeah, so yeah, their products, they can be a little overpriced, but they're really good. And since Ian's family is all from like really close to where their like farm is and their store, they like them a lot. So that's that on that.
That's that on that. Hat on a cat.
If you would like to call us or text us to leave us a voicemail or a text, you can do that at our phone number at 774-326-0420. Blaze it. We're on Twitter at 2broadpod. We're on Instagram at way too broad. You can email us at waytoobroad@gmail.com. Excuse me. If you missed any of that, any of our contact information, any of the homework or whatever, oh God, I'm having a burping fit right now.
She didn't eat her cabbage.
I haven't eaten my cabbage yet. You can find a bunch of great stuff at our website, waytoobroad.com or waytoobod.com or nameyourselfjame.com for anything you want. earnben.com for anything you need, maxfun.org for a cute doggy on a boat. Make sure to check out Eamon's Bandcamp, aemyn.bandcamp.com. They wrote our intro and outro music, and we thank them so very much. And that's it. So the podcast candle, which I did light because of Aaron, thank you, is now extinguished. It says thank you, Mom. That's what it says.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Mom.
Thank you, Mom.
Bye.
Bye now.
Bye.